soul.
Soul Calibur 6. In a remote corner of lands to the east, there is a village of wind worshippers who live in harmony with nature. Talon was born into a family of shamans and raised as the last priestess of the winds amid the encroaching Western civilization that threatened their way of life. Due to her great sensitivity to the spirit world, Talon was heavily affected by the evil seed and nearly died. As time passed, Westerners began to visit her village, and one happened to bring with him a certain metal shard. The elders who saw this vitality charm instantly realized it was dangerous, for it was a shard of the cursed sword, Soul Edge.
Such an evil aura. This must have come from beyond the currents of the winds.
It is far from where it belongs.
It could end up influencing those nearby, altering their destinies.
Long ago, I sensed an aura just like this one.
Oh?
And I have a feeling that this shard isn't the only one that's fallen away from where it belongs. It must be returned to its rightful place.
I agree with you, but...
I sense it belongs in a faraway place. Please, let me take it there.
No. You're the last priestess of the winds, and the world is in chaos. If you were to leave this island and lose your purity...
there would be no one left to praise the winds.
But...
Perhaps her journey could bring her closer to nature and amplify her purity as a priestess. Don't you think that's just as possible?
Father...
I agree with my husband.
Sanput, Liddy, your opinions are not without merit. Still, I find myself hesitating.
Eldest one, will you not give Talon permission to leave? Elder Kalana.
Talon, think about what your name truly means.
She's gone.
I see. Talon, you'll have to wait a bit longer until you get official permission.
Okay.
The eldest one is not as sharp as she once was, you know.
Oh, listen to the pot call the kettle black.
You said it.
a nice breeze.
Indeed. Once you've finished your sword practice, you should hike to the mountaintop.
Great idea.
Now, let's review your lesson once more. Are you ready, Talon?
Yes.
I think that's enough for today.
Thank you so much for your help.
Talon. Is Talon here?
Yes.
Unfortunately, we have a problem. The amulet. I can't find it anywhere.
What?
Not even my divination techniques can locate it. Did you happen to sense anything?
Now that you mention it, I can't sense it anywhere.
Where could it have gone? I doubt this is simply some mischievous trick.
Perhaps a foreigner carried it off. Perhaps we should be thankful it's gone now.
No, there's no telling what evils it may brew in the future. We can't relax until it's returned to its rightful place.
However...
Don't worry, everyone. I'll find it.
Oh, truly?
Talon's determined. We don't need to worry. Thank you for making the long trek. Welcome, last priestess of the winds.
I am Talon. I've come from the village of the Wind Deity. I've come today to request that you teach me the techniques of Mountain Maculating.
Relax your body. Once you're finished practicing, I'll make some delicious tea for you. I've never seen a child who is as beloved by the spirits as you. Looks like I don't have anything to teach you at all.
Thank you very much. Now, about the,
Oh, the amulet? If it really is as powerful as you say, I'm sure you'll find it in no time. You have great sensitivity to the spirit world, after all. I don't think you'll have too hard a time.
I thought so. Oh, it's nothing. Thank you so much for your help. Found it.
Oh, Talon! It's Talon!
You'll have to save your adventuring games for later. Everyone in the village is very busy right now.
The mischievous demon tricked us down the wrong path. It's true!
Demons are restless.
Whoa! I'm scared.
It seems they're in need of a little lesson.
Hey, tell him. Were the demons getting restless because of that amulet?
No, I think they're just agitated by all the foreigners around these days.
Hey, can the foreigners see the demons too?
No. Creatures of the spirit world can only be seen by those who are pure.
Wow.
Huh.
Come on, let's go.
Each night it's more ill deeds. We're at wit's end.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
They've seemed especially violent as of late. Travelers have reported attacks. Be careful.
I will.
They're good at disguising themselves as humans. The thought of them transforming into one of us is terrifying.
Please don't worry yourself too much. Priestesses have the ability to see through disguises. Everything will be fine.
Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
I dedicate this to the wind. Breath of the sky. Raise my dance. Blow away corruption. How did my dance look? Come on! Come tailwind!
KO! Battle 3. Fight!
Dedicate this to the wind. Breath of the sky. Raise my dance. Blow away corruption. How did my dance look?
KO!
I had to get a little forceful, but you should be okay for now.
I knew we could count on a priestess from the village of the Wind Deity.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry that there's no way for us to repay you. We've no idea where the amulet is.
It's okay. I'm just glad I could help. Now, if you'll excuse me.
She's so grown up for her age.
That she is.
Eldest one?
Oh, Talim?
Yes, it's me.
What a fine breeze.
Grandma, don't you think it's about time? Everyone seems really nervous, and I think I've proven myself to the village.
When did you notice?
When the amulet went missing. I mean, you're the only one who could hide something so powerful from everyone.
Such a clever child. Talim, I knew you already were powerful enough, but that wouldn't be enough to convince the rest. Therefore...
I know.
I am sorry for testing you.
It's okay. My name means Sharp Blade. Even the last priestess has to face danger sometimes in order to survive. It sounds a bit perilous, but I like my name.
Talim. Go. You've earned the right to. You're the only one who can right such a wrong and return the shard to its proper place. But you must promise you'll return.
I know. I promise. Such a nice breeze. As long as I have the wind, I won't feel lonely no matter where I may go. Grandma, fellow villagers, see you soon.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. Across all history, the truly strong remain shrouded deep in darkness, hidden from society. They carefully erase all traces of their existence, so that when later generations look back on history, it is as if they were never there. But sometimes, even the most perfect plans to erase one's tracks leave unexpected loose ends. This tome was one of those loose ends, left behind in charred ruins. What secrets lie within?
Zasalamel created me. A banal way to begin a tome, but writing down one's own history in a book is strange enough to begin with. I began writing this as an indulgent pastime, so I may as well enjoy myself. Now, about the cursed sword known as Soul Edge. I intend to record its secrets in this very tome. However, I must exercise caution. A fitting end awaits all who seek the cursed sword. Some may laugh and call this an exaggeration. Should anyone who has held that sword ever read this tome, though, I'm certain they'll agree with me. The origin of Soul Edge is a mystery. Legend says it was once an ordinary sword, void of any power. But after fighting on countless battlefields, it gathered a great deal of negative power, until a curse fell upon it. That much is true. All who took Soul Edge in their hands became slaves to the blade, murdering until they bled their last drop of blood. That is why so few know of it, despite its appearances time and time again throughout history. Until, that is, an age long past, when there appeared a man with a mind powerful enough to resist the sword's control. He was known as the Hero King. In that ancient age, great change came only through war. Thus, controlling Soul Edge meant ruling the world. The Hero King, being the man he was, One could say it was inevitable that he would bring peace to this warring world. I won't record the Hero King's name here. Someday I may decide the time is right to reveal it, but that time isn't now. It is said the Hero King lost Soul Edge due to his jealous son. After the Hero King killed his son, the spirit sword Soul Calibur was born from the remnants of the Cursed Sword. Indeed, the Cursed Sword and the Spirit Sword both come from the very same steel. While the name Soul Edge is known to a select few, the name Soul Calibur is known to almost no one. There is a reason the Spirit Sword was never revealed to the world. Some say the Hero King created the Spirit Sword, but the truth is that the Hero King risked his life and failed. Those who would carry on the dead king's wish and perfect Soul Calibur were to come later. They were known as the Guardians of the Spirit Sword. Like a thief in the night, they took the Spirit Sword and withdrew into the dark recesses of history. They told others of the Hero King's Spirit Sword, and that they were going into hiding to both prevent Soul Calibur from being used for evil, and to prepare for the threat of Soul Edge. The Guardians of the Spirit Sword only entrust Soul Calibur to a select few. One recent example was a king from medieval Europe. Born in Britain, the king used the Spirit Sword to rule a large swath of Europe. I'm skeptical as to whether the king ever truly existed, but assuming the tales are true, he was somehow connected with the Guardians of the Spirit Sword, from whom he received the blade. Also, it would be reasonable to assume the king fought with the one who possessed the cursed sword and won. After the king's death, though, no one knows what happened to the Spirit Sword. Perhaps we should assume it eventually found its way back to the Guardians of the Spirit Sword. But it should be noted that their power had dwindled greatly by that time. At the same time, there were those who awaited the second coming of the king. On the eve of the king's passing, a loyal knight set forth to find the Spirit Sword and restore the crown. That was the start of the secret society known as the Aval Organization. They hid themselves well for a considerably long period of time. Not even I learned of their inner workings until quite recently. Sworn to the late king, the Aval Organization sought the Spirit Sword, and secretly assassinated all whom they deemed outsiders. Those who were aligned with the Cursed Sword, or did harm to humankind. A deeper look, however, reveals there was some unrest hidden below the organization's seemingly unshakable exterior. After slumbering in the shadows of history, Soul Edge was awakened by the pirate Cervantes de Leon. Cervantes attacked the ship of one who had won Soul Edge at an auction. He stole the cursed sword and became its puppet. Soul Edge changes its form depending on its wielder. When Cervantes took up the cursed sword, it transformed into 2 blades. And after nearly 30 years of slumber, it caused that terrible catastrophe. Cervantes and the cursed sword were defeated by a female warrior, and one of the blades was destroyed. Shatter, without coming in contact with the spirit sword, was a first for Soul Edge. Immediately afterwards, the evil seed occurred. The evil within Soul Edge was unleashed upon the entire world. Why did the evil seed occur? What havoc did it wreak where it landed? Not even I have any way of discerning this. But one thing is certain. Ever since that day, the cursed sword's malfested kin have been swiftly multiplying. What does it mean to be malfested? It's extremely hard to define, for the resulting phenomena are so varied. There are those who undergo monstrous transformations, while others look no different from ordinary humans at first glance. In addition to humans, some animals have experienced transformations as well. Common traits of the malfested include heightened fighting instincts and violent tendencies. Some become beasts, hungry only for slaughter, while others use strategy to entrap powerful foes. But they all slip into towns and cities, seeking blood under the cover of darkness. Sometime after the evil seed, the Azure Knight Nightmare appeared. Rumors said he possessed Soul Edge, and his string of indiscriminate murder seemed to agree with this. Personally, I was also interested in discovering this knight's true identity. I then received news that the Aval organization had encountered him and were defeated. It intrigued me that there seemed to be someone in their organization deeply interested in the evil seed. While Soul Edge has appeared constantly throughout history, Soul Calibur's whereabouts are still shrouded in mystery. In time, I lost interest and gave up trying to search for any traces of it. But after resuming my search later, I found that it had been taken to a temple in the east at some point. With it were taken a staff able to absorb all manner of energy, and a mirror capable of purifying evil. These sacred treasures were used to create Soul Calibur and amplify its power. No one knows what had happened to the Guardians of the Spirit Sword, but they must have met with ruin, losing the Spirit Sword and their other treasures. As for the temple, it later became Ling Sheng Su, a famous martial arts dojo that worshipped the Spirit Sword and the other weapons as the 3 sacred treasures. But now the Spirit Sword is no longer there. The evil seed deeply affected Ling Sheng Su, and most likely caused it to attract evil energy. Its martial arts students were soon overcome by madness and battle lust, and ended up killing each other. The temple fell in a single night. Therefore, no one knows what happened to the Spirit Sword. Only one student of Ling Sheng Su survived. While the survivor didn't possess Soul Calibur, there was clearly merit in looking into him. What powers did he possess? What could he accomplish? I was deeply intrigued. I only started writing this tome as a pastime. But in order to give it a clear perspective, I must reveal my identity. I was once one of the guardians of the Spirit Sword. The precepts of the Guardians were very strict, one of which stated no Guardian may ever touch Soul Calibur. But in my younger days, I failed to properly suppress my urges. When the others discovered my designs, they broke my arms and banished me. Amid my despair, I searched for a way to survive. What I discovered was the art of reincarnation. After a long period of training, I mastered the secrets contained within this lost wisdom. I reincarnated myself over and over again, and became an entity that could transcend generations. At first, I didn't realize the price I would have to pay for eternal life. For every time I reincarnated, I experienced the pain of death. It felt like my soul was being crushed. It is hard to put such pain and suffering in words. Indeed, I hadn't managed to completely escape death. No matter what one may accomplish in life, death remains inescapable. My bodies have lain in countless graves, but my soul will never rest in peace. So it was that I came to yearn for the final eternal death I could never have. And such desire began to corrupt my everlasting life. Gradually, I began to seek out death itself. That was 1,000 years ago. My desire for death was at its peak. That longing for true death led me to even take hold of Soul Edge. Wisdom, power, battle lust. In those days, I felt I could do anything. But when it was over, I was forced to confront just how prideful I had been. As a puppet of the cursed sword, I kept fighting to my last breath. And for what? I fought in an age of endless war that spanned the world, all to establish a certain dynasty. That is all I'll say on the matter. I've lived as every type of person. Old, young, man, woman. But I've never felt as much joy as when I wielded that power. However, not even the cursed sword could free me from the chains of samsara. And so I died, and was born again into this world.
Witchers are known as warriors with unusual powers, the slayers of monsters and fiends, and eliminators of other forms of devilry. One day, the elite Witcher Geralt took on another contract. His task, to subdue a sorceress. The now aged woman, though ever strange, had been greatly respected. Yet in recent years, rumors had spread that she was dabbling in the dark arts. She had achieved prominence as a researcher of planes, but if she were to call forth a demon from another dimension, it could have grave consequences. Accordingly, she was a threat to be assessed and, if found guilty of iniquity, a threat to be contained. In search of the truth and prepared to mete out punishment as necessary, Geralt made his way to the ruins of a citadel standing amidst marshlands.
So, that's why I'm here. To check if these suspicions, accusations even, are true. See these demons you've summoned, and if you have, to stop you, punish you. That's the contract.
Tell me, Witcher, do you know what I've studied all these years? The magic, the skill?
Planes, passages between them. Heard you're an expert. Pretty tricky for someone working on their own, gotta admit.
And you? Do you also label me a heretic?
No. Don't get me wrong. Got no reason to suspect you of anything, yet. Just want to talk.
My greatest wish was to access a different plane.
Right. Got that much, I think.
But that is not to say I ever wish to commune with, let alone summon demons and spirits from other worlds. Through rifts into other dimensions, I explored the possibilities, sought another plane. I was but a fisherman casting a line. And then it happened.
What happened?
A response. A strong one from something powerful in a place altogether elsewhere. Bold you are, Witcher, even to venture here. If you wish to see if my studies deal with demons, why, have yourself a gander!
What is this? Head's pounding. Where the hell am I? Some sort of passageway between planes? What's at its end? Another dimension? Whatever it is, sure doesn't sound pleasant. Huh. Don't try me. Really not in the mood. Damn it. Got away. No ordinary beast, that. Good to know my silver sword works, though. Medallion won't be much use. Got too much to sense here. Huh? Other planes exist. How about that? Kaer Morhen. Sure brings back memories. No way this is real, though. Some sort of magic. Gotta be. Huh. Exactly like I remember.
appear to be from a foreign land, or am I mistaken?
Something strange about you. Let me guess. Sorcerer?
Some may call me that. However, I have mastered the use of weapons.
Place seems full of people just looking for trouble.
Battle 1. Fight!
Let's dance.
Stand up. Cannot see.
Now take my steel! Not your lucky day.
Bring up! Leave your hope in shreds!
Let's dance.
Stand up. Cannot see.
Now take my steel! Ever fight a witcher? Guess not.
Interesting. Now I see what power you hold. It appears my plans will have to change a bit. To think it would be possible to travel between worlds. Fascinating.
Someone sent me here. I'll be sure to tell her how you feel. Long as I actually make it back to my own world, that is.
Forgive my discourtesy. Pleasant journey, stranger.
Every which way you turn here, you get a skilled warrior, including that last one. Could get in some good practice. No. Got things to tend to. Pressing matters. Strange as all hell, this place. They seem to believe in magic, but refuse to practice it. Should have enlisted that guy's help. Might have been a real sorcerer. Preparing potions will be a pain. Huh?
There you are!
You again? Get teleported here against your will? Believe me, I know the feeling.
Battle 1. Fight!
Gotcha! steel! Ever fight a Witcher? Guess not.
Battle 2. Fight! Weakness! Freedom! I will kill you!
Teleported all this way, and I'm still killing monsters. No rest for a Witcher. Won't do me any good, though, hunting beasts out here. Just not supposed to be here, plain and simple. Gotta get back to my own world. Seem to be places of power in this world, too. Marshes, mountain-bound vales. Source of the power could actually be in another plane. Speculation of that sort's best left to mages, though. Gates appear where enough of the power accumulates. Know that much. But whenever I get too close, that happens. Sorry, not of this world. Don't know your customs. So have a taste of my own special welcome.
Battle 1. Fight! Feel despair! Battle 2. Fight! Soya! Battle 3. Fight!
let's dance. Stand up. Now taste my steel. Not your lucky day.
Bring out!
Damn it. Every time I approach, Gate spawns more of those creatures, then shuts again. Need to keep it open somehow. Should probably find someone skilled in magic. Well, this is just great. Looks like a place of power. So where's the damn gate?
What is it you seek, stranger?
You must be that old man I've heard about. Got a favor to ask of you.
Is that a friend of yours?
You didn't notice. We don't exactly get along. Freaks around here really seem to love me.
I will kill you!
Yada yada. Let's get to it. Show you how a Witcher does things.
One, fight! Real power! That all you got?
So, that's how I ended up here. Listen, there a gate around here that connects to other worlds?
As you know, the gate to astral chaos sometimes opens unexpectedly. But to open a gate to another realm, you would need to utilize the power of the sword locked deep within astral chaos.
Go on.
Simply opening the gate will not be enough. You need a signpost that definitively points the way. It needs to have a strong connection to where you came from.
Phantasmal Kaer Morhen. Gotta be it.
If you open the gate at the right place and at the right time.
All sounds good. Except, well, I'm a stranger here. Sure you're allowed to reveal such secrets to me?
I believe I can trust you. One learns a thing or two after years of brutal training to sharpen one's skills to their zenith.
Thanks for the help, old man.
You should know, it is a perilous way. There is no room for error, and you may even fail, through no fault of your own. I know not whether I should encourage such a gamble.
Worth a try, far as I'm concerned.
Very well. I shall teach you a secret ritual for eliciting the power of the spirit sword, Soul Calibur.
We finally meet, Geralt.
Like a dog after a bone. Not interested in fighting you. Plain as that.
You cannot escape me. We settle this now.
Fine. Your funeral, then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Battle 1.
Fight! We shall see what a wizard can do.
True strength.
I have enough! You're mine! Ready?
Battle 2.
Fight! Stand up. Now taste my steel!
Not your lucky day.
Burn!
Battle 3.
Fight! Ready? Let's dance. Stand up. Now taste my steel!
Not your lucky day.
Time to end you! Let's dance. Stand up. Now taste my steel!
This nuisance really has taken a shine to me. Sorry, gate's about to open. Party ends now.
What? But I was just getting into it!
Had a worthy opponent in you, no two ways about it. Love to finish our fight, but, well, Witcher duties call.
So, you are returning home? Very well. Come back anytime. I'll be waiting.
So long, Samurai. It's been emotional. Been one hell of a ride, but it's almost over. Finally. Great. Now just need to get through the damn gate. Let's do this. Sri Vasu Svaha. Ah! Am I back?
Witcher! As I live and breathe, you have returned.
Head feels like it's gonna explode. Mind keeping it down?
Forgive me. My methods were a bit harsh. However, at least now you know I am innocent. No? How was the other world? Do tell!
Well, it'd take some time.
Then step over here and make yourself comfortable. Would you care for some fine wine?
Warm welcome. Nice and all. But as I see it, you owe me a lot more than that.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. The streets of the French colonial empire ran red with blood as nobles waged their ceaseless feuds. But such power and politics were far removed from a young girl who knew only the slums of Rouen. Growing up surrounded by crime, depravity, and violence, she learned at a young age how to look out for herself and survive. She built walls around herself until her world consisted of nothing more than a single chair. That is, until one fateful day.
There. Now I can eat for a few days at least.
Check it out. Red's wandering around on her own again.
That girl. It pisses me off how she ignores us.
Relax, she'll turn up face down in a gutter soon enough. What do you say to a little wager on when that'll be?
Sounds fun. You're on.
Always the same scum everywhere. It's not like I'm alive because I want to be. Soldiers. They're armed. 3, 4. There's someone over here.
A pauper's daughter? I heard something over here. No, this back alley can't be my end.
You, child! A strange noble passed through here, didn't he? Tell me where he went.
Okay. Soldiers always act so high and mighty and annoying. No reason to help such self-important buffoons. He went over there and hid behind the horse cart.
The coward! After him! He should still be nearby!
What?
They're gone now.
Indeed. You saved me.
Nah, I just wanted to annoy them.
Still, I'm glad. So, tell me your name.
My name? I'm Red. Wait. Amy?
Amy. Amy.
You're silly. Why cry when you're safe? Raphael. That's what he called himself. I don't know why I decided to go with him, but I did. It was pure chance I was there when those soldiers came, and I only lied to annoy them. And yet, Raphael wanted to give me a better future. But hope only leads to disappointment. I've learned that by now.
That's enough for today. You've become far more skilled than I ever imagined. Amy, you've a natural talent, not just for the sword, but for the battle.
And yet, you still hold back.
Agility, awareness, intuition. These are your strengths. However, you still favor your left leg, albeit unconsciously, and this limits your movements. You must come to grips with that incurable wound of yours. And you've one other great fault. Care to know what it is?
I'm all ears. Let's hear it.
You forget you are my daughter here. You should refer to me as father or lord. It is unseemly for a noble to disrespect her father.
Dummy. Never mind.
Very well. A lesson for another time, perhaps. Now, I must be off to patrol the region and speak to some indolent wolf catchers. I would hate to displease our master of the moment, Lord Dumas. I presume you can return to the mansion on your own. You needn't worry. As long as we're hiding out here, we should be safe from the Bird of Passage's assassins.
It doesn't really matter to me where we are. My weakness, my injury, that day.
Don't be foolish. Stealing the Holy Stone?
You must know the truth by now. The Aval organization has betrayed the Lady of the Lake.
It's Lord Dumas. But who's the other guy?
How do you know of that?
Your knowledge of their betrayal is why you left them, is it not? You are a devious man, Lord Dumas. If there was someone you wished me to meet, you should have just said so.
What nonsense do you speak now?
Wouldn't you agree? Do you always lurk behind doors and eavesdrop, young lady?
Amy, is that you? My apologies, Lord Aswell. This young noblewoman is a guest staying in my hall. She is still new here and must have gotten lost.
I'd expect nothing less, Lord Dumas. You are trying to test me. The light of emotion burns dim in her. Her caution rivals that of beasts, and she does not hide her fangs. This girl is no noble woman.
She isn't? But then...
Ah, wisdom dimmed by age is a beautiful, exquisitely human sight. My business here is finished. My thanks in advance for your support of the qualifiers, Lord Dumas. Thank you, little lady. You have made this visit a delight. Those who seek stasis must never cease their step. Cover yourself with the veil of refinement, young lady. Or perhaps I should say, young Amy.
Have passed since Lord Dumas left his fortress city in the south of France on a pilgrimage. Raphael, having been named Lord Dumas's heir, officially adopted Amy as his daughter. Amy spent her days receiving a noblewoman's education, while further honing her unparalleled skill with a sword. However, it was unlikely she would ever use those skills in actual combat, or it would have been, had her keen eyes and cautious nature not caught wind of the danger threatening her land.
I'm impressed. The other birds of passage were more talkative.
Damn it! How much do you know?
I know your plot against this land's lord. First, you capture his daughter and hold her hostage. Then you steal his wealth, give him a sky burial, and plant fear in the hearts of his people.
Those cowardly fools. But you still don't know everything, brat.
Then why don't we see if I can loosen your tongue?
Stupid brat! I was just buying time for our main forces to get here.
Positions and terrain, both fine. 5 of them, no backup.
You think we'll capture you alive? Ha! It's a sky burial for you. We'll flay your skin, pluck out your eyes, and send your defiled corpse to your father.
Finally, you're all here.
Huh?
Hunting down the wolves of these forests is my father's job, but I'm happy to dispose of a few unwelcome birds. Was it by chance that you targeted us? Time
Shut up, you
bed.
corrupt noble swine!
I see. Got it. On guard. They're back. It's wide open. Is there anything else I should ask? You're late.
My sincerest apologies, but that's not the issue here. Why must you insist on putting yourself in danger? And what happened here?
Bird of passage assassins. I doubt they can still move, but be careful.
These louts have caused trouble time and again in town. To think they would dare violate the very lands of Lord Dumas's estate. For Milady to have uncovered and foiled whatever dark deeds they plotted is proof of your extraordinary talents. But please, no matter how skilled you may be, do not go to battle alone. Without a proper escort, you will find yourself in dire straits one day. And more importantly, I'm sure our young lord worries about you.
Malus. A butterfly learns it can fly when it leaves its chrysalis. So, what about a bird?
When it leaves its nest?
When it flies. Raphael's probably worried. I'll go home now.
Milady, you must learn to refer to the young master with more respect. Such an incorrigible girl. Well, I must clean this awful mess up.
Malus, where is the key to the annex?
I'm sorry, milady. I know where it is, but I cannot tell you. None may enter the library unless a problem has arisen. That is the rule.
And you think this isn't a problem?
It is true he does nothing but deal with dubious folks and broods over strange works all day. If he were his old self, these acts would be unthinkable. But I trust him. He must have a good cause.
I see. In that case, how many fingers must I lose before it becomes a problem?
Milady, do not jest. Still, your point is made. I shall trust your intuition. Here is what I propose.
Raphael.
Amy? What are you doing here? I trust there is a problem that demands my attention.
I came to change the roses. It would be a problem if nobles such as us let our flowers rot.
It seems finding a shrewd maid to attend you was worth the trouble.
I also brought you some hot chocolate. Here.
I suppose I have given you both cause to worry. But I ask you wait just a while longer. Soon, I shall have a way to create for you that shining world I promised.
Raphael, I'm happy with the way things are now.
Those who seek stasis must never cease their step.
Fine. But can I visit you here again?
Please understand, Amy. I need focus to finish this as quickly as possible. But, very well. Will you come to change the flowers again? Bring roses, bright and beautiful red, to remind me of your hair.
What I want is... It was only coincidence that I saved him. Which means me being here is also... Who's there? Over there? Presence is gone, and they didn't leave any traces. But I know someone was watching me.
It's been a long time since we trained together, Amy. I shall stay until you are satisfied, since we won't meet again for quite some time.
This journey, you'll be gone long?
Yes. However, my destination is clear, as is the home to which I will return. I shall finally fulfill the promise I made the day you injured your leg.
Do you remember your other promise?
Of course. The fate of that promise is still in your hands, as it has been since the day we first trained together.
Good. Then today, I will prove myself.
This reminds me of when I swore to grant you one wish when you proved yourself a true swordswoman.
Why did you promise me that anyway?
Quicker!
Enjoy.
Why indeed? Watch closely!
Time for bed. Sleep eternally. Had enough.
Battle 2! Fight! Perhaps I was enamored with the idea of promises, with vows.
Not that I really care.
Wonderful as ever, Amy. Fight!
You're open. That hurt.
Not yet!
Take this.
What?
Checkmate.
Indeed. Very impressive, Amy. I was sure you had yet to overcome your habit of favoring your left leg. But I was wrong. You shorten your step, weakening your strikes while allowing you to quickly transition to your next move. A stunning adaptation of La Rapière de Sorel. Very well. I acknowledge you as a true swordswoman. What is your wish?
Well... what I want... Hurry back as fast as you can. I'll make my request then.
Are you sure that returning as fast as I can is not your true desire? Very well. I shall take those words as a command from my one and only queen. I, Raphael Sorel, swear it upon my life. I look forward to hearing the request you come up with. I also have something for you. Will you accept it?
What's this?
Albion, the Radiant One. I sent word to various contacts in spare moments during my research to have it made especially for you. It is a difficult blade to wield, but I'm sure you have the skill to master it. I hope the bond between us is never severed, Amy. Even when I am gone, this sword will keep us linked. I truly believe that.
Checkmate.
Oh, a stunning victory, milady. Despite a number of blunders, a solid strategy saw you through. Still, it is unusual for you to take so long to make your moves.
Malus, have you ever held back against me?
If I may be frank, yes. On several occasions, but all long ago.
That's fine then.
You have a habit of bottling up your feelings, milady. You may find that voicing your thoughts will lessen their burden. If it is the young master you are worried about, I've no doubt he will return safely. Perhaps he has gone to fetch the perpetually delayed old master. Now, it is late. I must prepare your bed. While I do, perhaps you would like to step outside and commune with the cool night breeze.
Ever since that day, it feels like my emotions are somewhere else. Voicing my thoughts will lessen their burden? I don't know. I hurt. Raphael, don't leave me. What? Is that what I truly feel? My wish. The thing I want from him. I was lying to myself. This feeling. This time they left a trail, on purpose, as if inviting me to follow. Is that a light in the library? I know you're there.
It has been ages, young Amy. Although, I'm not sure you even remember me. I am the Scholar of the Future, and your dear Raffi is my comrade.
Aswell, why are you here?
Ha! What a wonderful memory! With that in mind, you can surely guess why I came. I'm here to recover the items I sent to Lord Dumas. Nothing more. Now that my comrade Raphael has left the nest, there is no longer need for them here.
I hear pain makes people talk.
I hardly recognize you from the girl I met so long ago. Bravo! Marvelous! Fantastical! You know, I maintained a small interest in you. Not only are you the source of my dear Raphael's desperate drive, but I hear intriguing rumors about you.
Their eyes are glowing red.
Now, young Amy, show me what it is that keeps your feet rooted in this place.
Here. Take this.
hard to predict if I think of them as beasts. What are they? They'd be on the ground by now if they were not on the ground. What are they? And that's the last one.
I used some of the better filth at my disposal, and yet you bested them with ease. I had heard your intuition was sharp. That does you an injustice. It is almost as if you can predict the future. I believe you will make an excellent match.
What are you scheming? What lunacy did you fill Raphael's head with?
Very well. You passed my test. As a reward, I shall spill the little secret Comrade Raphael and I share. If Raphael's plan succeeds, this world of strife shall meet its end. It would be but a simple task with the power of the cursed sword in his hands. I understand your suspicion, so let me tell you one more thing. Those monsters you fought, the mindless scum no better than beasts, they are the Malfested. Those who gained but a small fraction of the cursed sword's power.
Malfested? From the cursed sword?
Raphael is brilliant, and his skill with the sword is marvelous, but his crowning glory is his madness. That is the true key to obtaining the cursed sword, and I am sure he will do it. Now answer me this, young Amy. What will you do if Raphael's mind is lost, and he becomes a monster?
What's that supposed to mean?
It's an ironic twist of fate that those with the abilities to reach Soul Edge are most vulnerable to it. They either end up its meal or its marionette. It follows that your precious father will likely become a ghastly Malfested.
Huh?
Oh, my sincerest apologies. He is not your father, is he? Nor is he someone important to you, just a man you're with by chance. Correct? Such cruelty! And here I was willing to do so much for Raphael, thinking you cared for each other. If those who strive to lay the foundation of humanity's next step forward are not bound together by their passion, what meaning does any of it have? Or have I misunderstood? Tell me, young Amy.
No, I misunderstood. Trying to get you to talk. You already talk plenty. I should have been trying to make you quiet.
What a lovely color. You were once little more than a living doll, but now you are so very human. What a perfect subject! What a dramatic change! You wish me silenced? You wish to save Raphael? Then you'll need to impale me on that sword of yours. Come, young lady. Show me your resolve. Show me your soul!
Why am I suddenly weak?
You must try! yours. Here I go. Perfect. Just give me a little bit more.
I'm going to shut you up.
That's the spirit.
Stop talking. Just a bit more.
What's the matter? I thought you wanted to silence me.
I'm not done yet. What was that light? What is this?
My. You can still move so well after the orb's power affected you? You really are something. You never let down your guard to your surroundings. However... No matter how acute your perception, you cannot predict the impossible, can you?
How?
You shouldn't be so careless, young Amy. You hesitated before striking the final blow. When you're angry, your left leg leaves you open. It's so delightfully human of you. Unfortunately, from now on, I shall make you my little doll. Oh, it won't be all bad.
I'm in ruined slums?
Check it out. Red's wandering around on her own again.
A loathsome brat. She took everything from us.
I'm gonna feast on her torn flesh. Nothing less will satisfy my fury.
You must know the things you've done. You deserve this.
What's going on here? Soldiers? 4 of them, with spears. These footsteps. They're...
I have nothing left. Life is but a series of betrayals.
Raphael!
None shall give me a second glance if I look like this.
Raphael! Can't you hear me? Raphael!
This way! Over here! No. This back alley can't be my end. The footsteps lead here. A surprisingly stupid move for him. Surround the alleyway! Search everywhere!
Yes, sir!
Wait! No!
There he is! Kill him if he resists!
So this is where it ends.
Death to traitors! I die in disgrace. Alone, without so much as a name on my lips. Fate, I curse thee!
Raphael! Raphael! Raphael. Why did I shout his name? I still don't even understand why I decided to follow him. It was mere chance that I saved his life. Nothing more. But from that moment on, Raphael was always there for me, providing me with the future. Hope only brings disappointment. I know this, and yet... Raphael.
Milady!
Thank goodness. Melis? Then you found me unconscious outside.
Yes, I thought for sure you'd gone and put yourself in danger again. But there was no sign of anything amiss when I found you.
Where's Raphael?
Calm yourself, milady. The young master left just the other day. It's not good for your constitution to sulk so much over his absence.
Right. Raphael's away. Traveling. He's searching for something. And something bad's going to happen. I just know it. But I can't remember what. Some of my memories are gone.
The young master is sure to be back. I believe it's his wish that you remain here and wait patiently for his return.
Yes, but... those who seek stasis must never cease their step. I couldn't remember who it was that first spoke the words that flashed into my mind. As I said them to myself, I was filled with a powerful sense of revulsion. Still, they somehow resonated with me. Melis, my sword. Also pack my things. I'm heading out.
No, milady. Is what I'd like to say, but I expected this. There are two conditions. First, you must take me with you. And second, you must find a skilled guard to escort you.
And if I refuse?
Well, perhaps I'll chop off a finger each time you resist.
That's unfair. But I'm glad.
Something has changed in you, milady. Take it. It is your sword, Albion.
I swear upon the sword that binds us. I'll live so as not to lose. No matter how dark the road I must travel, this sword will light my way. Albion, the Radiant One. His hope, his dream, and mine.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.
It's mostly fixed up. I never thought you'd be asking me to repair divine weaponry, though.
Wow, look at this. No wonder you're the best smith around. The sword's perfect.
The shield's great too, but the belt grip feels a bit off.
Got it. I'll admit I'm surprised. If these are Sophie's old arms, that means they're divine relics crafted by the god of the forge himself. They shouldn't be this beat up just from wind and rain.
You really believe Sophitia about the Oracle and Soul Edge? You don't think she made the whole story up?
No. I'm a smith, right? I know all the myths about Hephaestus. And the quality of these arms, well, they're definitely not normal.
Whatever. Now come on, get back to work. Very nice. Now let's see if they work right.
I guess you're close enough to Sophie's size to test them, but if you're returning them to the shrine, do you really need to?
Well, what if she wants to use them when she gets back? Come on, pick up something and fight me, Rothion. Ooh, this place looks perfect for a good scuffle.
Are you sure about this? Sophie will kill me if I hurt you.
Let's make a deal. If I win, you have to tell me if Soul Edge has been resurrected.
How did you...
You did. You're really bad at keeping secrets.
This'll hurt!
Cassandra, when did you learn to fight like this?
Not over yet!
Yeah, looks like these are good to go. So Sis left on a journey to destroy the resurrected Soul Edge?
Yes. I made her a new set of arms with the iron of the gods that Hephaestus gave us. That's why that sword and shield were still in the shrine.
Ugh, I'm so mad right now.
Sorry for keeping it from you, but I didn't think it would be right for me to explain her absence to you and the others.
That's not why I'm mad at all. I'm mad because you two were supposed to get married and be happy. Instead, she's off saving the world. What about her happiness? And yours? Why didn't you stop her? She would have listened to you.
I couldn't bring myself to.
Why not? I hate it when people hide things, so I'm gonna be blunt. I don't think I can stomach Sis marrying you right now. I can't be happy for you two.
Cassandra, it hurts me to hear you say that. Still, I have no regrets. I believe in Sophie, and I won't betray the faith I've placed in her.
Yeah, so you're fine with whatever happens to her in the future? To all of us? Well, I'm not. Not at all. I wish she'd never picked up this stupid sword. I really messed up.
I thought I might find you here, Cassandra. What gives? As our shop's poster girl, you can't just wander off.
I'm pretty sure a poster girl shouldn't punch customers either, but here we are. Maybe you should take over and be our poster boy. You've already got tons of girls coming to see you.
This isn't like you. You've hit people before. Besides, that sleazy guy had it coming. Everyone applauded when you smacked him. Apparently, he's made a name hitting on girls at other shops, too.
It's hard to explain, but I've been a mess lately. I feel all pent up and irritable. I think I would have normally held back
You shouldn't worry so much. You know, there are lots of guys who'd kill for a chance to get slapped by you.
Really? I guess that's nice. Wait, what? That's gross.
Yeah, it is gross. Just like your bread lately. You have this urgency about you. Like you have to knead quick and bake faster. I want to see you make your usual bread. Innovative and adventurous.
You really love bread, don't you? What are you trying to say?
I guess if you have something you want to do, you should just go and do it. Be impulsive, like always.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks. All right, I've decided. I'm leaving home for a while.
Great. Oh, just make sure to tell Mom. I'll help you come up with an excuse if you want.
Yeah, I don't want her getting sick again. Don't worry, I'll come up with something. I'm good at that sort of thing. This is the place. So monsters are attacking people in these woods? This place does look like bad guys are ready to pop out at any time. If they're tied to the cursed sword, then I'll deal with them. Hephaestus, lend me some of your strength! Divine power can come in handy sometimes, I guess. Still, that's a lot of them.
Die! I want your blood!
Yeah, whatever. Now bring it on, bad guys! These things, they're the Malfesta that she told me about. But my sword's light seems to work well on them. Take this! Can't beat me! I won't go easy on you. Now, let's see if I can purify these things. I think I just do this? There, they seem purified. Good.
What have we done? Why? Why did you save us?
Don't be an idiot. No matter how hard it is, life is always better than death. If you think you've done something evil, then go do some good to make up for it.
Yeah, you're right. You seem to knock some sense back into me. Thank you.
If it helps, I'd be happy to smack you again. So, good luck, I guess. We've been walking for forever. You're sure there are Malfested out here?
I am. Just a bit further is the underground temple my family was taken to. And, well, these people are savage madmen. Please be careful.
Weird. Why would someone like that kidnap people? I guess turning into a Malfested makes you do strange things? Is this really the right place? I don't see anyone around.
It is, but... well, the truth is... you have to run! This is a trap!
Huh? Ah! How many are there? Are these Malfested?
It's all over! I'm sorry! I'm so sorry!
Hey, don't give up so fast! Me and my sword will handle these thugs. Huh?
How futile. You think we are Malfested? You have been deceived, girl. Lured to your doom.
So you guys are just normal people?
Do not insult us. We are Feegle Systemus, servants of the great executioner, Palgia.
Well, good for you. So what do you want?
Do not pretend to have forgotten. You have interfered with our holy rituals time and time again. Curse you, Sophia Alexandra!
What? Oh, I get it. You're angry at Sis, so you set up this little trap. Aren't you ashamed ganging up on one girl?
You're trapped, but still you take that insolent tone. You'll receive no mercy.
No mercy? That's my line. I'll make you pay 100 times over for targeting my sister. You think you have the advantage? Ha! Bring it on! Just keep coming. Fine. I'll just take out their boss. Taking down their boss confused them. Now's my chance. Trying to protect your master? Get out of my way. time to make you pay!
Impossible! You have to break through my forces!
As planned!
Now I just have to deal with these reptiles. My sword's light won't scare them, but how about this? Athena, god of war. Aeolus, god of the wind. Lend me your strength. No way! I didn't know I could call up so much power. It's time for us to go.
I can't! The floor's collapsing!
Shut up and go! You'll be buried alive if you don't run!
Okay!
Why did you help them if your family wasn't abducted?
They said they'd give me a fortune if I led you into their trap. They even paid some in advance.
You think it's okay to betray someone just for money?
I'm sorry, but I was desperate. I have a younger sister who's counting on me. Our dad turned into a Malfested, and she's the only family I got left.
Didn't you think that maybe the person you were tricking also had a family? You can't find happiness by pushing your misfortune onto others.
You're right. Every moment I spent lying to you was torture.
If you want to do right by your sister, don't deceive people or stain your hands with evil. You've got no talent for it.
The rumors about you were right. You're a true holy warrior, Sophidia. I'll do my best to live a life that both my sister and you can be proud of.
A true holy warrior? I bet Sis could have done a way better job than me. It's not just the Malfested that are after Sophitia. This world is filled with evil things, and I've got to stand against them. Sis, why did you leave on a dangerous journey when happiness was within your grasp? Lately, it feels like I don't understand Sis at all. And how can Rothian be all fine, even with her running off like that?
I'm surprised you're so worried about Sophie, Cassandra. Oh, wait. I think I get it.
What's so funny?
You remember how you tried to imitate Sophie when you were little? Not just her hair or the way she looked. You even tried to copy the way she spoke.
Well, it wasn't really me, but I figured I should try to be more like her if I wanted to be our bakery's poster girl.
And remember that young adventurer who drew a picture of you? He even wrote that poem. Oh, how did it go? Something like, "Oh, Cassandra, thou art fairer than even Aphrodite."
Stop right there. You shouldn't even joke about that. Are you trying to get me in trouble with the gods?
I remember you told Sophie that story all the time when we were younger. Cassandra, you've always cared deeply for Sophie. Then why push yourself so hard to imitate her, or get into all those pointless spats? If you don't know, why don't you have a serious talk with her? Rye bread and wheat bread are different, both in how they're baked and in what makes them special.
Why is everything about bread with you? First of all, I have no idea where she is, so finding her is impossible. And if she found out I took her weapons, she'd kill me.
Hey, do you remember Irene? About my age, lives in that manor on top of the hill? She said she saw someone that looked just like Sophie in Thessalonica.
Why didn't you tell me that earlier? Wait a sec. Does anyone else know about this?
No, I know you've been moping, so I thought I'd tell you first. And I made Irene promise to keep it our little secret, too. So I'm sure she hasn't told anyone else.
How can you be so nonchalant about all of this? Still, I guess the rest is up to me now. Thank you, Lucius. He's right. I always looked up to Sis and spent my life chasing after her. I still would be, too, had I never learned her secret. I'm sure of it. But I can't keep living my life this way. I have to change.
Great Hephaestus, it is thanks to you that I returned safely to my home. I offer my gratitude for the many blessings I received during my journey. I've longed to see you. That sword and shield. I knew it was you who took them. Please, tell me what happened.
I will. There's a lot I want you to tell me. And a lot I want to ask you too. But before we talk, I want you to fight me. For the sake of those dear to me and those who place their trust in me, I have to become stronger than a true holy warrior. I must do this.
I shouldn't do this, but I'm sure you have your reasons. Very well. Battle me with all your might, Cassandra. I will see the strength of your resolve.
Battle 1. Fight!
I'll finally show how you and I are different.
Forgive me! Those techniques, you too have been favored by the...
KO! Battle 2. Fight!
Cassandra, I sense confusion and desperation in your sword.
I'll beat you, sis, so that I can fight in your place.
No forgiveness! Cassandra, there's no one that can replace you. So don't force yourself to replace me. Oh no!
Battle 3. Fight!
No way!
Let's go with this, head on. If I'm always chasing you from behind, I can't save anyone!
Am I even using these right? Well, I won.
Now for your punishment!
I want to be strong like you, sis. Just like you were back then.
Listen! I don't want to get you involved! Again! I can tell there's something you want to protect, no matter what. worry about me. Let's continue.
I guess I don't have it in me to be a holy warrior. I can't fight you with everything I have, sis. How can you fight without hesitation? Why did you abandon your happiness and those you care for and go on that dangerous quest? You could have let someone else deal with Soul Edge and save the world.
Cassandra, you... How long has it been since I've seen you cry like this?
I don't want to fight you. I don't want you to die. I don't want to see those I care about be sad.
Whatever you went through, it must have been terrible. But it's okay now. No matter what happens, I'll protect you.
That's not how it's supposed to be. I want to protect you. I want to make you happy.
Cassandra, thank you. But I think you've misunderstood something about me. I'm filled with doubt. But when I fight, it's always for the safety and happiness of those I love. On this journey, I purified a land and people corrupted by evil. I did just what you said. I let someone else deal with Soul Edge. My happiness comes from saving people who are suffering and in need. I want to protect the people of this world, the families they hold dear, and their happiness. I want to share the joy you and Rothion have given me. Do you think I'm selfish?
Yes. You always have been, sis. It's not fair. Now that you've told me those things, I can't try to stop you anymore.
Listen. Weapons dedicated to the gods become unfit for mortal hands. That sword and shield were probably too strong for you to wield. So no using them anymore.
Okay. I'm sorry.
On my way home, I met some of the people who gave you jobs.
Oh, what did they say?
They all smiled at your name and were extremely grateful. It made me realize you're already a true holy warrior.
Oh, sis.
Now come on, let's go home. I can't wait to see everyone.
Everyone? Or just your darling Rothion?
Cassandra, don't tease me!
Congratulations! You don't know how happy it makes all of us to see that blissful smile.
Thank you, Zenon. I hope to see you at the bakery again soon.
I'm glad I lived long enough to see you two get happily married. Thank you for everything, Master Nikos. Please take care of yourself.
Sophie looks really happy, huh?
Yeah. That was such a lovely wedding. I'm so happy for her.
I expected Mom to cry, but I've never seen Dad sob like that.
Really? He started blubbering when you were born. Don't you remember?
No, how could I? And you were only 2 or 3. How would you know?
'Cause I remember most of the happiest moments in my life.
Well, I only remember stuff about bread anyway. Oh, it looks like everyone's finished. It's time, Cassandra.
Okay, okay. Don't push me.
Thank you for today, Cassandra. I was so nervous, and having you around helped me get through it.
You're very welcome. And congratulations, sis. Rothion, I guess you're my brother now. So, about what I said to you that day.
Oh, that. I couldn't bring myself to.
Why not? I hate it when people hide things, so I'm gonna be blunt. I don't think I can stomach Sis marrying you right now. I can't be happy for you two. I'm sorry for saying such mean things. And I'm really happy for you two right now. Honest.
I believe you. And I'm really glad you're happy for us.
It turns out I don't have it in me to stop Sophitia either. So if anything else ever happens, let's work together to help her.
I wonder if the two of us will be enough. Regardless, thank you, Cassandra.
Sis has brought us all happiness, and I'm sure there's even more to come. And if my selfish sister is going to keep trying to save everyone, then Rothion and I will do our best to protect her.
So, Cassandra, we actually have something important we'd like to ask you.
You do? What's with the sudden seriousness?
When we have a child, we want you to be the one to name it.
Rothion and I discussed it already. If it wasn't for you, we'd have never gotten married.
Wait, really? I mean, are you sure you want to entrust something so important to me?
Of course. Right, Sophie?
That's right, my dear.
Wow. In that case, I'll have to think really hard about it. Maybe a name from the stories Sis used to tell me when we were little. A name that says no matter how hard things get, they'll be tough enough to see it through. If it's a boy, maybe Deucalion. If it's a girl...
When an unbreakable soul transcends history and the world, it can bind together even a broken destiny and carve a new future. As the daughter of a baker in Athens, Cassandra worked hard in order to support her mother, who had fallen ill from anxiety. 3 years had passed since her older sister Sophitia returned from her holy quest to destroy the cursed sword. But one day, with her wedding drawing near, Sophitia once again vanished, leaving only a note behind. Cassandra was content to look after her troubled mother, who was quite close with her errant oldest daughter, until she realized why Sophitia disappeared so suddenly.
I hope Mom gets better soon. And I can't believe Dad. He should worry more about her. The only thing on Lucius's mind is bread, bread, bread. Ugh.
Hey, if it isn't Cassandra. Congratulations on Sophitia's upcoming wedding. When's she getting back?
Good morning to you too, Xenon. I'm still not sure, but she'll likely be gone for a while this time, since she won't be able to wander off anymore once she's married.
That's true, huh? It's just like her to get her head filled with stories of adventure and take off. I bet that fiancé of hers, Rothion, is worried sick.
Not really, actually. The only ones who ever worry about her are me and Mom. And it's not like I could ever take her place.
You think so? From my perspective, you both know how to get a job done. Anyway, keep up the good work.
I will. Thanks. Seriously, why did she have to run off again? It's a headache trying to come up with excuses for why she's gone. Still. What do you mean there's still a cursed sword fragment near her heart? Why? How am I supposed to explain that?
Yeah. Sis? My
sis? Are you okay?
So many lives lost. Soul Edge?
It all has to be related. But who would even believe it? A god told her to go on a quest to destroy the cursed sword Soul Edge. Huh, right. Still, if she left to destroy Soul Edge, I bet she needed a weapon. Which means...
Half convinced her theory is correct, Cassandra sets off at a run. Her destination, the ancient ruins of the Shrine of Eurydice. It was there that Sophitia, after her battle with the cursed sword, had returned the holy sword and shield entrusted to her by the gods.
Weird. I was sure they'd be gone. These are definitely hers. Maybe they're fakes. They don't feel like fakes. Huh? What in the world is that?
Where am I? This time?
A swordswoman? What are you... You don't seem very friendly.
Will protect my family, save my sister.
What are you mumbling? If you want to fight me, I'll take you. Come on, need to move.
Must kill enemy.
Not good. What now?
Daughter of Akalos, Cassandra, can you hear me?
What do you want? I'm kind of busy right now.
Then accept the blessing of the God of the Forge, and you shall be granted strength to defy chaos.
Enough talking. If you're gonna give me power, just do it. I feel so light. I've never used a sword before, but I'll give this fight my all.
That light! Sister!
My body's moving on its own. Is this because of that blessing? Nothing seems to be working. Is that God's power really this weak? Or maybe you're just pushing yourself a little too hard. I'm starting to see through your attacks. I knew it. You're hurting too. That's the point. You, sis, you're all fighting with everything you've got. Divine blessing or not, no one's gonna fight my battles for me. It doesn't matter what weapon I've got. In the end, I'm the one who has to wield it. Whatever happens, I have to fight. Whether you go down or not, I'm in this to the end. I've never lost to anyone in a battle of endurance. Than you. Take this! Who are you? Your voice, it's the same.
I have to tell you to save her! Save Sophie!
You know something about my sister?
Yes. I'm sure you don't want to know.
The swordswoman, who looked exactly like Cassandra, began to speak hesitantly of Sophitia and about a prophecy of a future dark and cruel. Sophitia's child will be born with a great darkness inside and will be abducted by the cursed sword's malfested kin to become Soul Edge's vessel. The child will become unable to live without the sword's evil, causing Sophitia to remove the fragment of the cursed sword inside her and use it to save her child. Cassandra, more than anyone, understood what this prophecy meant. Sophitia had a fragment of the cursed sword inside her, a secret Cassandra never revealed to her family, Rothion, or even Sophitia herself.
There's only one fragment left inside Sis, and it's buried close to her heart. If she ever removes it, she'll... Hey, how do you know all this? Who are you?
I don't know anymore. All this time, Sis...
I see. The god of the forge. Hephaestus, was it? Did all of that really happen? I guess he's not answering because I got his sacred weapons all beat up. Sis left her sword and shield here. But she's still out there fighting, and she's gonna keep fighting. I don't believe everything I heard, but I'll do my best too. All right, if Sis is out there fighting, she must have a weapon that can go toe-to-toe with the cursed sword. And I only know one blacksmith around here good enough to make a powerful weapon like that.
Wolf Krone, wedged between the Kingdom of France and the Holy Roman Empire, this small European kingdom on the west bank of the Rhine traces its roots to its guardian beast, the wolf. Legend states that long ago, a mythic hero known as the Wolf wielded a holy spear and sword in defense of the land's people and established for them a nation, which now boasts a robust warrior tradition with soldiers widely renowned for their skill. Over their long and proud history, the people of Wolf Krone were at one point absorbed by another nation and split into multiple disparate houses, but nevertheless, their bloodline endured. By the end of the 14th century, Lord Philibert IV of Krone rose up with brilliant political savvy and formidable military might to re-establish an independent monarchy over which he ruled as king. Generations passed, and the year is now 1582. King George of Wolf Krone is hailed as the greatest monarch since Philibert. His elite retinue, known as the Silver Wolves, have made a name for themselves, fighting on countless battlefields. With a sword in one hand and a spear flying their banner in the other, the soldiers of Wolf Krone have spent centuries honing a unique fighting technique that honors their legendary founder, the Wolf. And now, a noble young wolf grips sword and spear with pride and honor, eyes burning bright, with a determination to lead the people of Wolf Krone into a new age.
Taste my spear!
That's enough. Hilda, that strike to his flank was brilliant. Wilhelm's defense is impeccable, and yet you triumphed. You've reason to be proud. Your skill and dexterity rival that of the Silver Wolves themselves.
Any talent I have is only because you spared the time to instruct me, Father. And today's victory is due in part to Wilhelm purposely holding back. Isn't that right, Wilhelm?
Not in the least, lady. The battle was fair, your strength true.
Wonderful! Then this victory is mine to claim! Nevertheless, from your words and your expression, Father, there is still more I can improve. You praised my skill and dexterity. I take it you find my strength still lacking. A proposition, if I may. On the day that my physical strength, too, is worthy of a silver wolf, will you permit me to wield your royal spear and sword? Even if but for a moment. I have long thought...
Now, it is far too late to hide. Wouldn't you agree, Garabrand?
seem in good humor today, my lord. Princess, Glenzenda Nova and Frischer Himmel are the weapons of the throne itself. You will bear them on the day you ascend the throne, regardless of your own wishes.
I already know that, old man. But that day is only slightly less than forever from now, is it not?
That it is. Which is why you should forget about it and focus on the tasks in front of you. And right now, your immediate concerns are returning to the palace and learning your duties for the memorial service.
That's true, I must admit. I cannot bring dishonor upon our family.
True warriors think not of themselves, but of others. A fine attitude. Hilda, I shall teach you a good method of building strength during our next session.
Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, Father, Master Johann, my duties await.
Who in the world does that girl take after? My apologies, Johann. I mean, Sir Durer.
Johann is fine, my lord. Just like old times. Still, the princess improves at a rapid pace. I expected no less from the daughter of King George himself.
I confess, I do not know any other way to interact with her. Training her is my attempt to bond. Moreover, a great part of her skill is due to your superb instruction, Johann. Now then, Wilhelm, how long do you plan on napping in front of your teacher?
I am ready.
It is inexcusable for the man destined to be captain of the Silver Wolves to show hesitation in battle. I will not give you special treatment, son of my brother or not. I promised him that much.
Now, your majesty, you cannot blame the boy. I doubt it is easy to fight against the princess. Lord Wilhelm, do you remember what it says in Chapter 9 of The Path to Victory?
Of course. I can recite every word.
As studious as ever, I see. I wish I could say the same of my own sons. Now, take up your arms. It has been too long since I instructed you in the praxis of combat.
I understand the situation. I swear by my honor, Wolf Krone will aid you in your time of need.
Well, in the name of Lord Eckhart and the people of Rauschburg, I offer you our sincerest thanks. This noble act will no doubt see the reputation of both Wolf Krone and its king shine ever brighter throughout the land.
Let us dispense with this stifling formality. How could I refuse the man who fought by my side in so many battles, and who is the teacher of my beloved daughter? Moreover, I hear that Lord Eckhart is on friendly terms with the Margrave of Baden. The mutual friendship we build today will serve us well in future dealings with the Holy Roman Empire.
And when that day comes, the captain of the Rauschburg Knights will be at your side to offer my voice in your support.
Gerbrand, once again, I will lead our forces in battle. You must stay behind and mind the castle in my absence. Wilhelm, you shall fulfill your duty as a soldier of the Krone family in the battle to come.
As you command, my lord.
As you command.
But my lord, next month is the memorial service. If the war is prolonged, the princess will have to attend it alone.
I'll be fine, old man. Father's victory, honor, and safe return will be the greatest comfort he can offer the departed. I'm sure it is what both Mother and the Prince would have wanted.
Do not worry. Assuming our foe's general is familiar with the proceedings of war, peace will return within the month. I will lead the Silver Wolves into battle and end this affair quickly.
It's been months since Father and Wilhelm left for Rauschburg. And yet all I can do is sit here and pray for their safety. The night sky is bright? A pillar of light. What could it be? It's beautiful, and yet never have I felt such an ill omen. Great Wolf, ancestor of our people, please protect Father and the others.
The pillar of light Hildegard von Krone witnessed that night pierced the heavens. It would later become known as the Evil Seed, an event that altered the destiny of the Wolf-Krone kingdom forever. Malevolent beams of light rained down across the world, spreading misfortune and despair. One even found its way to the border of Wolf-Krone. The light landed on the very spot that King George and his army were passing through on their way home from war.
What should I do? Why? Why would you do this to us, my lord? Impossible! Even the Silver Wolves cannot stand against him!
No. It's that the Silver Wolves refuse to turn their blades upon him. What loyal member of the King's retinue would dare try to slay him with their own hand?
Lord Wilhelm, quickly, you must return to tell the castle. We will buy you time.
Above you! Watch out!
No!
Why are men so... Fred?
Can I hold him? I'm dead.
Outsiders must die!
Grow, keep your head. Don't kill him.
Who are you people?
Are you all right? My name's Curtis. I'm a friend. And that grumpy fellow over there is...
This is no time for small talk. Think of how to stop this guy!
First he leaps in to save someone without a thought, then makes me clean up his mess. Well, if Grow can't stop him... You, look me in the eye. You're surprisingly calm considering the circumstances. This blade is coated in an unguent that will put malfested, berserkers to sleep. We'll keep him distracted. You stab him with it. Got it?
Me? Stab the king?
Curtis!
Sorry I took so long. I've got your back.
Can I really do this? To someone who is like a father to me? Ah!
That about sums it up. Any questions?
So these Malfested are inhuman creatures transformed by the malevolent energies of the cursed sword Soul Edge?
Yes, and the Aval organization has opposed them since time immemorial, often with the help of steadfast allies. There was a time in which we counted the men and women of Wolfkrone among them.
He speaks truth. This has been a closely guarded secret, only revealed to the king and his closest advisors. The people of the Wolf have been sworn to battle Soul Edge since the time of our forebears. Lady Hilda, Lord Wilhelm, it is time we heard the truth. All of it. As you know, since the evil seed, people have transformed into Malfested and run rampant across the land. But this is merely the beginning.
At the center of this coming storm, we will find the wielder of Soul Edge. The Azure Knight. We've chased him this far.
Those cut by the Azure Knight's cursed blade will die if they are lucky, and turn into a Malfested if they are not. If he is not dealt with, the calamity he brings will engulf the world.
So you're saying my father was wounded by this blade, and is now one of these Malfested?
The Azure Knight is mighty indeed, but a man like King George could withstand his power. Likely the king suffered the touch of the evil seed itself. We have used medicines known to the Aval organization to put him to sleep for now, but eventually...
Speak plainly, Curtis. Your king has become an outsider. There is no known way to return him to what he was. We have only two choices. Kill him, or put him into an eternal slumber.
Grow! I apologize for my comrade's discourtesy. The truth is, under normal circumstances, we cannot allow the existence of even one Malfested. However, King George is a monarch, and he has been a vital ally to our organization. As such, it is our leader's wish that the matter of what to do with him be left to the next ruler of Wolfkrone.
When I saw the king, he was glorying in the slaughter. Noble, just man we knew. It was not him.
Wilhelm, that's enough. We have heard this already.
Oh. Chaos has come to this land. Without King George to support us, well, we will have to watch and wait for now, delaying our decision until peace returns.
If that is your wish, the Aval organization will do everything in its power to help.
That's not good enough.
Huh?
This is a decision of great significance, and there is no right answer. Regardless, it can only be made by the surrogate of the king acting on their own convictions.
That may be true. Still...
It's okay, Garibrand. This is my duty as Princess of Wolfkrone. Sir Curtis, Sir Grow, honored emissaries of the Aval organization. I speak to you as Regent of the King. He was a sagacious man who brought strength to our land and prosperity to our people. A kind man who taught me all I know of familial love. And so I stand here not just as the princess, but as his daughter, and ask you to spare the life of my father. The people will no doubt be uneasy with such a young ruler as myself ascending the throne. I ask for time. Time to prove I will be a queen of whom they can be proud.
If that resolve of yours is genuine, then very well. But I would decide on a deadline now if I were you. And when that time comes, we will do what must be done.
You have my sincerest thanks, Sir Grow. You and the Aval organization both. Listen well. I, Hildegard von Krone, hereby swear upon my honor and my name that we, the people of Wolf Krone, will fight by your side against the threat of the Malfested.
"5 years have passed since the baleful light wrought its calamity upon the kingdom. Years of war have forged Hilda into a strong and capable ruler. No longer a helpless princess, she has become a virtuous warrior and skilled general. The year is 1586, and the Azure Knight, evil lord of the Malfested, has been defeated by an unknown hero. Wolf Krone savors a fleeting moment of peace, but even with their leader's fall, the Azure Knight's vile servants remain. The surviving Malfested are still a clear threat, slowly eating away at the kingdom's strength.
No matter how many times I see the likes of this, I never grow used to it. I will not allow myself to. Not ever. Though ignoble pillage may be a natural part of war, this mindless slaughter is beyond the pale.
Lady Hilda. Lady Hilda, you've come to save us. Thank you. Thank you. Those brutish beasts, they... my sons. They were all... Please, I beg you, bring righteous justice down upon them.
Fear not. Your rage is my own. Your wrath now my burden. By the honor of the Krone family, I will see these Malfested demons slain. Brutish beasts. Though that they may be, the Malfested appear to be behaving differently as of late. They have been forming bands, organizing. Could this mean someone besides the Azure Knight is leading them?
Your Highness, the troops are in position and await your signal.
Excellent. Proud warriors of Wolf Krone, heed my words. My retinue and I will lead the assault into the thick of the forest. Archers, on my mark, rain a torrent of missiles down to flush out any cowards hoping to ambush us. Cavalry, to the wings! Circle the fiends and cut off any means of escape. Center battalion, sharpen your fangs and await my orders. All units, advance! No mercy and no quarter for our treacherous foes. I expect courage and valor from every one of you. Malfested acting as this army's heart, and I will cut it out! Forgive me! Good to see you're not a bandit posing as a malfested. I smell no gunpowder. Cavalry will be more useful here than foot soldiers. Now, order the center to advance! Surround them, and slay every last one!
Lady Hildegard, I am delighted at your safe return.
Garibrand, my gratitude as always for the warm welcome home. How fares the relief efforts for the region I spoke of in my last letter?
My lady, we have secured a place to unload supplies and are sending the first loads of grain as we speak. However, the endless battles have emptied our coffers. We will need support from nearby nations or another source of wealth if we are to maintain the army.
Noted. But remember, it is not just Malfested who would destroy us. Maintaining the strength of our army is essential. It provides income through mercenary work, and a threat to make potential invaders think twice.
I am aware, but the rising costs of our military have been a problem for many years now.
I would suppose the import of firearms is the primary burden on our treasury. That and the Silver Wolves, supposedly our country's most elite force, have been unimpressive of late.
Am I sensing dissatisfaction with our performance?
Lord Wilhelm, I'm glad you heard. As their commander, do you have any words to speak in the Silver Wolves' defense?
Not a whisper. Though, if I were to speak my mind, I would suggest to stop starting wars over one little village or two.
Wilhelm, watch your tongue. What have you done besides shirk your duty?
You think the royal family's duty is to stand on the front line and risk death? I would prefer that we do not rile our neighbors, nor give them cause to attack.
You dare insult Lady Hilda? If you and the Silver Wolves would fulfill your duties, she would not have to risk herself so.
My company is under the direct command of the king, not his regent. Perhaps if Lady Hildegard here could wield the sword and spear that symbolizes our nation's power, I would obey her orders.
Excuses. To think the man who claims to be our kingdom's greatest spearman is a coward.
Stand down, Gerhilda. Lord Wilhelm, while I appreciate your words of warning, the throne is nothing without its people. As regent, I cannot turn a blind eye towards our people's suffering.
As regent, is it? If you truly cared about our people, war is not all you would pursue. Sacrificing the greater good for a few meager lives is not a trade I think a worthy ruler would make. On the other hand, I despise this kingdom, so please, ruin it as you wish.
Father, how do you feel today? I managed to survive another battle. You still remember Mother's name. I'm glad. I brought you dinner tonight. Wurst and a small slice of Gugelhupf, Mother's favorite. Wilhelm was angry with me again today.
He told me to take up Glen Cindanova and Frisha Himmel and become queen. But as long as you live, Father, I've no wish to do so. I used to want to hold them more than anything else. I used to plead with you to let me touch them, even for a moment. Forgive me, Father. A ruler should not show weakness. I will return to see you soon.
Your Highness, I thank you for granting me this audience.
Please, do not call me that. I am Regent, nothing more. More to the point, it is hard to speak with such formalities on our tongues. Let us celebrate this joyous reunion. Don't you agree, Master Johann?
It seems we've both changed much over the years. You have grown into a remarkable woman, my lady. And Wolfkrone is a dear place to me in many ways. Today, I have come to fulfill a promise I made long ago to aid King George and this kingdom in its time of need. I lead the Hunters of the Evil Sword, a band of warriors I trained myself. Will you permit us to fight the Malfested by your side? As you saw, they are elite fighters, the equal of any veteran army company.
Ah, so those unfamiliar warriors outside are called the Hunters of the Evil Sword. Those great rents in your armor, what has become of you over the past few years?
I fear the tale will not be short, but I shall tell it.
In a slow voice that rings solemn with truth, Johann begins to tell his story. Roughly 5 years ago, from the day the evil seed fell on Wolfkrone, Rauschberg also felt the scourge of the Malfested. Captain Johann and his knights journeyed far and wide, eventually discovering a sliver of hope. The leader of the Malfested was known as the Azure Knight. If all the knights of Rauschberg fell upon him when he was alone. Thus did the knights throw away their honor and pride for a desperate fight to save their kingdom, and thus did they fail. With the exception of Johann, every last knight of Rauschberg died that day. The honor he had earned, the companions he had made, all of them gone. Among them were Johann's 2 sons, still mere youths.
I had heard Rauschberg is in ruin. Travelers speak of it, saying bones and ash are all that remain.
Since that day, I have dedicated myself to revenge. I formed the Hunters of the Evil Sword, training each and every warrior for the sole purpose of destroying the nightmare that is Soul Edge. When I lost my sons, I bid farewell to the weak man I once was. This gash in my armor is from my battle with the Azure Knight. I leave it to remind me of my failure.
Sir Johann, I am moved by your tale. Lady Hilda.
Of course. Master Johann, I too know your pain.
Oh, then you will...
Wait one moment. Our Our kingdom's resources are scarce as it is. We cannot feed a crew of bandits that may not even be worth their salt on the battlefield.
What are you getting at?
Master Johann, I thank you for accepting this mock battle between your company and my Silver Wolves.
No need for thanks. I know how difficult it can be to outfit and maintain a professional army.
Lady Hildegard, I know how much you delight in battle. Why not spar with your old teacher?
Strange, Lord Wilhelm. That request is most unlike you. Regardless, I have taken an interest in the hunters of the evil sword. Very well, I accept.
The soul of a warrior now lays here to rest.
Let's see how much of my old lessons you remember. On your guard. You dare.
Forgive me. Now is my chance to... Wait, something's wrong.
Oh, you had a chance to defeat me, and yet you withdrew. Why?
I sensed you were luring me into that rocky defile. Had I followed, my spear would have been useless in the tight confines.
The princess I used to know would have leaped to defeat me, despite the unfavorable terrain. It seems you've learned my lessons well. Study the terrain if you want to live to fight again.
Still, it was your best chance to defeat him. Our style focuses on tenacity and defense over all else. But the truth is, one must have the courage to leap into danger to seize victory. That is why I could never defeat you when we were younger, right?
It seems you have watched me closely, Lord Wilhelm. So, how did the Hunters of the Evil Sword fare against your Silver Wolves?
They are Master Johann's students, of that there is no doubt. Individually, each is a better fighter than most of my Silver Wolves, though they are no match for me.
Anyone would fall short when compared to the Lightning Lance, Lord Wilhelm himself. Now, if you are satisfied with our performance, there is something I must tell you. I have information. Information regarding the Azure Knight. The Azure Knight has once again appeared in Ostrheinsburg. If he regains his power and organizes an army of Malfested...
Our kingdom here on the banks of the Rhine will not be spared.
Still, his power is yet incomplete, and his force is small. If we are to take Ostrheinsburg, there is no better time than now.
I need time to consider this. Come with me and tell me everything you know. Nothing is permanent, is it? Master Johann, you, everything in this world changes. It is unavoidable, but I believe my heart is made up. If I survive this, I will return. Farewell.
I thought I'd find you here. You are easy to read. How pathetic. Unable to recognize even your own daughter, haunted by ghosts of your past. And you're no different, Hilda.
You may be right.
Soon, night will come to this kingdom. A dark and terrible thing, in the guise of the Azure Knight. If our people are to survive to see the dawn, the rightful ruler must assume the throne. Take up the sword and spear of our people, Hilda. You are worthy to wield them.
Glensindanova and Frisha Himmel are the symbols of the throne. As long as Father still lives, it is not my place to bear them.
The time to choose has come, Hilda. Or have you forgotten the promise you once made to Sir Groh? Besides, there is precedent. In times of crisis, the warrior best able to protect Wolfkrone has taken them in hand even before their coronation. If this is not a crisis, then what is?
Then it is you who are most suited to the task. Wilhelm the Lightning Lance, leader of the Silver Wolves. Your name is spoken of with awe far and wide.
Stop with this foolishness! I know your heart. I know the yearning you once felt for that spear and sword. That's why I cannot agree with this mad plan to assault Ostrheinsburg. On our border, instability rocks the Margrave of Baden. France schemes to expand their territory, siphoning away our forces for imperial interventions. Our problems are national in scope. As long as we remain without a leader to solve them, our kingdom has no future. Hilda, if you lack the resolve to do this, you should renounce your claim to the throne, for the good of the people.
Regarding the assault on Ostrheinsburg, I have a plan. But if something were to happen to me, I would ask that you lead Wolf Krone in my stead. I entrust this key and this seal into your hands.
I hate this kingdom. If you cannot steel your resolve, if you insist on remaining a mere regent, I will take the final step and do what must be done in your place.
Your Highness, a question burns in my mind. Why do you insist on leaving the bulk of our forces at home?
There is something I must make certain of during this battle, but I cannot say more. I fear I am placing too great a burden upon you and the rest of my bodyguards.
We are your loyal shield, my lady. You need not worry about us. Still, I have never marched to war with so few. I know Master Johann and his hunters are fierce fighters, but is the danger not too great?
For this fight, the fewer the better.
Do you follow Lord Wilhelm's counsel and aim not to rile our neighbors?
That is part of it, yes.
I understand. We will follow you into the jaws of death itself, if need be.
Almost at the Rhine. Our campaign fares well thus far.
Thanks to the Hunters of the Evil Sword. It is their presence that has ensured our safe passage, despite the harsh road.
Unlike knights, we are much lighter armed and better able to fight in close quarters.
All that is left is to secure a bridgehead on the... Oh. What's this?
Princess, I come with urgent news!
Garibrand? All forces, halt the advance!
Garibrand had traveled by swift horse to deliver grim tidings from the capital. Wilhelm had seized Glanzenanova and Frischer Himmel, the symbols of Wolf Krone's throne. Worse, he and the Silver Wolves had fled the castle armed for battle, and none knew their destination. Garibrand lowered his voice as he delivered the final piece of news. King George had disappeared from his dungeon.
Lord Wilhelm has been behaving suspiciously for quite some time. Should we not consider the possibility that he is now our foe and ready ourselves for attack?
No, I refuse to accept that. However, it's true that there were bloodstains found in the king's cell. What could have happened?
If you cannot steel your resolve, if you insist on remaining a mere regent, I will take the final step and do what must be done in your place.
We cannot afford to overlook any possibility, but it is still too early to pass judgment. Garibrand, return to the castle with all haste and continue to monitor the situation.
As you command. Farewell, Princess. May fortune favor you.
Whatever path we take, it would be suicide to stay here. I propose we leave sentries and move to a safe location to formulate our next plan.
Very well. We shall make for a fortress north of here. We will have to pass through the forest, but it is the quickest road.
As you command. Still, I worry about dividing our forces any more than they already are.
Fear not. Any troops we leave will rendezvous with us before long. We'll leave signs for them to follow.
A wise decision. Come, let us make haste before the sun sets, and we are engulfed in darkness. Lady Hilda, have you finished marking our trail?
Yes, my apologies for the wait. The fortress is still some distance away. We must hurry.
I am in favor of haste. Night is the Malfested's realm.
My lady, the fortress is close now. Hmm? Sir Johann, what is the matter?
The time has come, my loyal hunters.
Sir Johann, we must hurry. Or is there a problem?
None. For this expedition will end here and now.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Gerhilda! Get back!
Let me teach you one last thing, girl who would have been queen. Those closest to you deserve your greatest suspicion. For trust is a weakness that will lead to your downfall.
Master Johann, share one more thing with your foolish pupil. The truth of that rent in your armor.
As I said, this gash serves to remind me of the day I said farewell to who I once was. The day the Azure Knight defeated me. The day the sons I loved and the friends I had died. That glorious day that I was blessed with this incredible power.
I had suspected something was amiss. The organized way in which the Malfested forces arrayed themselves seemed familiar to me.
Unsurprising. You were my most talented pupil, Princess. Your refusal to present an opening I could exploit troubled me greatly. That is why I was forced to step forth to deal with you personally. And now, our little talk is over. Come, hunters. Feast on their souls.
Here they come. Form a defensive circle. I shall take the offensive myself. Gerhilda, Orglinda, Rosvisa, stay with me. These are formidable foes. An opening! human. Upon my life! Warriors of Wolf Krone, hold the line until reinforcements arrive.
You fight well for humans. I would expect no less from Wolf Krone's brightest.
We cannot hold the line alone much longer.
Sorry to disappoint you, but no aid will come. We erase those signs you left so carefully. We will kill your princess and open the way for our king, the Azure Knight, to plunge Wolf Krone into a sea of blood and darkness.
We must clear a path for Her Highness to escape, even if it should cost us our lives.
No, Gerhilda. That is not necessary. Isn't that right, Wilhelm?
Your Highness, your enthusiasm for battle is a constant thorn in our side. Why must you always make it so hard to catch up with you?
Why are the Silver Wolves here? We made sure to erase every sign she left.
This forest was mysteriously filled with carved markings that had been wiped out. I'm sure some overly clever person carved them specifically so that it would be obvious if they were tampered with.
I see. So you suspected us all along. You lured me into a trap.
Silver Wolves, forward! No mercy for the Malfested!
Wilhelm! I knew that you would reach us.
I noticed the Malfested had employed cunning tricks of late, and suspected a puppeteer was pulling their strings. When King George was taken, my suspicions turned to certainty. Still, using yourself as bait to lure the mastermind out. You are far too reckless.
And who was it who said that one must have the courage to leap into danger to seize victory?
You win, I yield.
Wonderful. Now, time to leap back into danger. Ha!
The Lightning Lance, the Silver Wolves. You are more formidable than I thought.
Johann Durer, servant of the Cursed Sword, your forces have lost. If you have any pride left, you will face me in battle.
A shame. I would have liked to take this prize along with me, but it seems I'll have to let him out here. It's unfortunate, but I must postpone our duel for another day.
Coward! You will not escape!
Watch out! Above you!
Lady Hilda! I won't let you touch her!
Gerhilda! Can do to fend off his blows. My sword arm will soon tire. At this rate... What is the status of our forces?
Not good. Those unable to fight have withdrawn, and those remaining are struggling just to protect themselves. It is foolishness to engage in a battle of endurance against a Malfested. However, his corruption is our opportunity. I will stop him, just like I once did. My left arm is yours. However, go to sleep!
Wilhelm! How could you sacrifice your left arm? Your spear is our kingdom's pride!
The blade I stabbed him with is coated in an ointment that puts Malfested to sleep. As it takes effect, his movements will slow.
You were trying to spare Father's life, you noble fool. And I am the greater fool for refusing to give up on him.
I despised Wolf Krone, you know. I couldn't forgive it for forcing you to shoulder all its troubles, for never letting you truly live. But you never gave up. You never stopped fighting for Wolf Krone, or its people. In my eyes, you are the only one fit to lead our kingdom. Take them. You and no one else are worthy to bear their weight.
I will. But am I strong enough to wield them? I am unsure. And yet, they feel strangely comfortable in my hands. It does not matter that you are my father. Anyone who would harm my people is my enemy. I am Hildegard von Krone, Regent of Wolf Krone, and in the name of the throne, George von Krone, I will defeat you!
Battle 1. Fight!
All I ever wanted was to surpass you. Even after you fell into madness, that desire lived on in my heart. Nevertheless, I cannot let the people suffer for my selfishness anymore.
KO! Battle 2. Fight!
An opening! It brought me joy to know you still remember. Those...
Battle 3. Fight!
Forgive me! What? Behold my power! The wolf roars! It bites! It tears asunder! Consider this loss an honor!
Hilda, is that you?
Father?
I could hear your voice through it all. I caused you so much suffering. You've grown strong enough to rule our people. Now, the time has come. You cannot allow me to bring any more misfortune upon our kingdom.
I understand. I must do my duty as Regent of Wolf Krone.
True warriors think not of themselves, but of others. Hilda, you don't have to do this. Sometimes, a queen is allowed to put her own feelings ahead of her responsibilities.
Wilhelm! I must be strong.
Ever since the day you became regent, we have done nothing for you. You have carried all the responsibility on your shoulders. So let me share your burden. Let me bear this weight.
Wilhelm, is that you? I'm sorry. Please, watch over Hildegard, my beloved daughter.
As you command.
Gerhilda, does the wound still pain you?
I received it defending you, Lady Hilda. It is not a wound, but a mark of pride. More importantly, you look majestic. The elegance of the silver wolf armor and the bright red glow of your hair form a stunning image, a passionate swirl of color amidst a noble and gallant form, not to mention...
That's enough, Gerhilda. This is not some dress meant to flatter the figure.
Of course, you would look dazzling in anything. I have a lovely lavender dress that...
I give up. To think the day would come that I would lead the Silver Wolves, a royal regiment of Wolf Krone's finest soldiers. You will not change your mind? You will leave Wolf Krone?
I will. My left arm will be useless for some time. And the Silver Wolves cannot be led by a man unable to fight, right? Besides, there are many ways I can aid our land from abroad. Thankfully, I have one already in mind. I'll experiment, see how best I can help.
I see. If that is how you feel, I will not try to stop you.
Then that's that. If you insist on remaining just a regent, there's little choice.
But know that I am grateful. Thank you for sparing my father's life.
No need for thanks. I had always wanted to disobey the king's direct orders, at least once. Moreover, the idea that Malfested can never regain their minds was proven wrong. It stands to reason there is a chance for recovery, right? Dawn will eventually come, and light will chase away the darkness. As long as you do not waver, the people will believe in you. And that includes me. Now then. Farewell.
My lady. You were thinking of Lord Wilhelm, weren't you?
What? Nonsense!
He has been quite active of late, I hear. Negotiations with the Holy Roman Empire, securing supply routes for our troops, searching for allies to help develop armaments, and even visiting with the Aval organization to search for ways to cure malfestation.
You are right. There are no words that can express the depth of my gratitude to Wilhelm.
He is your fiancé. Of course he is in your thoughts. I only wish both of you admitted your feelings earlier.
Gerbrand, don't you start with... No more of this talk. Are the preparations complete?
Yes, Your Majesty. Your vassals and generals are all present. Great crowds of people, too, have gathered in the hopes of laying eyes upon the one who will lead them.
You have done well. Now let us greet them. There is much I must speak of. New plans, new policies, and lingering threats. Soon, the darkness of the Azure Night will once again descend upon our land. But I am not afraid of the many hardships that are sure to come. My people believe in me, and I have but one course. I will lead them out of the darkness and into the light of dawn.
The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history. Soul Calibur 6.